Hey Lancers, it's Miss Coy again. Last week I shared with you a video about how you can reduce the blue light or backlight on your computer so that you'd be able to hopefully reduce the amount of headaches or eye strain that you're experiencing. Today, what I wanted to show you is a quick way to use your Google Calendar. I live and die on my work schedule based on my Google Calendar. And usually when we're in school, I'd say maybe it's not as big of a deal for students, but since we are remote, it's actually quite a big deal for you guys to be able to schedule appointments with your counselor, social worker, psychologist, dean, and even some of your teachers may be sending Google Meet invites to you through your email so that you can meet up with them and have a face-to-face virtually if you're not understanding something. What I found is that when I email a student a Google Meet invite, they accept, and then sometimes they're not sure how to get into it later on, like they're not sure how to find it. So one of the problems is that we're not actively using our Google Calendar, okay? If you do not know how to access your Google Calendar, Ms. Severino showed us on one of her videos earlier this year, but I'm just going to quickly show you that if you go to your Google, if you're logged into your Google account, you're going to click on the box of boxes and click on calendar. It's somewhere in there. It might not be in the same spot. And there you go. Your calendar pops up for this week. And you could narrow it down by looking at your just today. You could scroll over to different areas to look at different weeks. But basically, it pops up. If you're like me, that's a couple of different steps, and I'm not super thrilled. So I like to either have it up here in your bookmarks or shortcuts, or down here in your shortcuts. So if you want it to be a bookmark, it's as easy as clicking on this lovely X here or star, and then you could type in what you want it to look like, and then it'll pop up on this area down here. You'll see I have mine right here already. So I'm not going to do done because I already have one, okay? But if you're also like me, I have a ton of so many bookmarks that you don't even see all of them at one time because there's only so much space up here. So what I'm going to do is create a shortcut for down here. So to do that, we click on the three dots here, go to More Tools, and then Create Shortcut. Okay, and you're going to say, yes, please, create it. All right, so where did that go? I am not going to share with you how long I had my Chromebook before I realized that I could click down and pull up on this and click up, and that there's all these things down here, okay? So these are different buttons for shortcuts. I could scroll down. When you add it, it's probably going to add it to the end here. I think that's what it did the first time I added it, but I clicked on it and dragged it up here because I wanted it to be amongst the first things that I see. In addition, you could click on it and drag it down to this bar down here. And then even when I'm here and I don't have any calendars opened at all, you can click down here and say, oh, hey, look it. I just want to look at my calendar. So why is it important to see your calendar if somebody sent you an invite? You guys get tons of email every single day because of your Google Classrooms. And so when I send you an invite, you may lose it. Or it gets buried under 10, 20 emails from different classes. So when you accept a Google Meet, it pops up on your calendar here. So like this one, it's already passed because this is Friday afternoon that I'm recording this, but the freshman team had a Google Meet set up at this time. So I go into my calendar and click on it. It's going to pop up and show me that I could join the Google Meet. And that's the easiest way, instead of finding that email from your teacher, social worker, counselor, psychologist, or anybody else in the building that's trying to meet with you, to get into that. You just click on here, and then you're going to have a prompt to join the meeting and turn on and off your camera, etc., just like you're used to in the classroom. So that should make it pretty easy, okay? Use your calendar. It's a lifesaver. You could also download or have the Gmail. If you have the Gmail app on your phone, you could also have the calendar, and then it would alert you when you have a appointment coming up. I'm not going to try to do that on Screencastify today, but know that you can do that, and you can ask for help at school or through an appointment with us if you want to set that up for yourself so that not only do you have the calendar, but you have a little notification on your phone that pops up and says, hey, you have an appointment in 5 minutes with Ms. Coy. Okay? I hope this is super helpful for you guys.